Hello and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. So, we are at Amber Heights. And, well, this, I believe, is where all of the rebel kind of people are staying. So, let's see how this is going. What's over here? Like a little camp. Before you get into the main place. With nobody living in it. And this is not stealing, so, you know. Let's just have that. It's almost like whether you can steal or not is based on the area something's in. It's like everything in this area is free to take. And pretty much everything in the town wasn't free to take. I don't know whether that's how it's done or not. I'm trying to think if there's been an example that disproves that. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, grab all that stuff. Oh, I thought it was something to pick up because it was the right color of blue. Nope, just the weird rock. Anything behind here? Kind of looks like there should be. Nope. Okay. Right. Let's go in. Deserter is forced to return by heroic stranger. Wait, was that me? I think that was me. Hey, Rose.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
You're offering me a pamphlet you don't have?
I'm so sorry. It's a habit, I suppose. We used to have plenty, but we ran out of paper and ink. Ever since the corporations left, it's been hard to come by the basics. But you know what we do have? Freedom! This is the only place in Halcyon you'll find it. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
Cool. No problems? What about rapstones or marauders?
Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
I'm just looking for work. Do you have a boss or a leader or something?
Oh, sure. Graham's our founder. He taught us how to cut our own path in the wilderness. And I guess some folk have started following Zora's orders. You can think of those two as our leaders, but they're more like examples. We all ought to be more like them.
Okay. Well, tell me about Graham.
Why, he's our founder. Graham taught us about philosophism. Through him, we came to the eternal truth. I'm glad you're asking, by the way. I hope you'll consider staying.
Not a chance. Tell me about Zora.
She's been with us since the beginning. I think she was our sawbones back then, but now she's more like our commander. She goes and finds people in the wilderness and gets them to come here. And she keeps us from being chewed on and whatnot. She's liable to take your head off if you screw up, but then she'll sew it back on for you.
Okay, where can I find him?
Graham's place is in the large building straight back. Zora's sometimes there talking with him, but usually she's in the triage clinic next door.
Okay, why are you here and not in Stellar Bay?
Oh, Graham settled here a long time ago. Shoot, I wish I had a pamphlet to give you. It's all in there. I wasn't around back then, but they say a lot of the old MSI corporate folks died here. He calls it a spiritual metaphor, something about rising from the ashes.
Okay, got it. Hey, before I go, I'm looking for a Tucker. Have you seen him?
The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
Thanks. Okay, so why do we need to find Tucker? I had kind of thought this was a different quest, but that's okay. We can work out where we're going. Family matter. Tucker and Needham ran away. Ah, okay, cool. Well, we'll go see what's going on with that. Supplies. Oh. Not you then.
Get a whiff of that sweet sulfur air.
Ah, that must be why everything's slightly purple. Oh, hey Bronson. I guess he's going to be our shop, but before I do that, I have no junk to sell. What's this? Hardened helmet is very good. And then we've got the ordnance control armor. That also seems fairly good. Okay. Well, we'll definitely buy the mag picks for whatever price they want to pay or want to charge for them. And the rest, Well, really, the only ones I would want are this helmet. Is he worth it? Probably not. Hello.
Welcome to the Emporium. I'm Bronson.
Hi. Anything I can do to help you out?
Yeah, plenty. If you're the type to fix a thing or two, I've got a couple reports I need to follow up on. The pipes up on Milton's house burst. Someone needs to shut them off. Then there are the cables outside the bar. A sprat chewed through them, and now they're spitting lightning. Then there's the old guardhouse, outside town on the way to the old Bayside Terrace. Someone needs to reset the comms breaker there.
Okay, simple enough. I'll let you know when they're done.
I ought to tell you, most of these systems are routed through one of our terminals. You might be able to handle some of them remotely if you know your way around a computer. We sent Milton out to check on the comms tower a while ago. Ain't heard back. I'd wager he got 8.
Oh, okay. Where's this terminal?
Up the hill. It's right on the cliff's edge.
All right. Okay, thanks for the tip.
What are you buying?
Buying... Oh, this is a store?
It ain't really a store. Think of me more like a quartermaster, and a chef, and a handyman, and whatever else we need.
Mm-hmm. You're a chef.
Cooking's my true passion. You need a Raptidon to taste good? Bring it here, and I'll work a miracle or two.
Okay. And you're also a quartermaster in your free time?
We gotta eat. Eating means hunting, and hunting means armaments. We used to let people take what they will, but then some idiot shot some other idiot over cards. So Zora set up a system. You fuck up, you don't get to buy gear. You play nice, you do.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Let's trade. So what does he sell? He sells the same things. I think I'm going to see a pattern here in terms of buying equipment, in that it's always the same things. That's another sawn-off shotgun. That's the next markup of that. Okay. Well, he doesn't really have anything I want. Does sell some cool-looking hats that we can't see. I mean, that's good. Right.
Damned philosophists. This place wasn't half so pretty in the serials.
Okay. Let's head this way. Like this, I just want to say again, right? The corporate town we were in before, right? Was kind of boring. It was kind of bland. It was kind of... I get they were going for that, and it's part of the idea, but look at this as a place to go and explore. This is just has so much more personality in it. I don't know. I like it so much more. Anyway, let's have a look around here. Nope, nothing down that way. Ooh. Nope, nothing in there. That's fine. None of you appear to have anything going on. Nope, nope. Anything around the back? Yeah, just a free plasma carbine. Not that there's any need for us to get a plasma carbine, but that's okay. Of the Raptidon meat there. The canid. Ah, ow. Oh, okay, so that's the breaker that we need to get. Okay. Ow. Ow. Okay, I'm going to stop doing that. We'll deal with that in a second then. Probably via the computer. Okay, you're important. You look like you could be.
Never seen you before.
I haven't seen you before either. You say that like it's a problem.
Not for me. Maybe for you. Come out here looking for some better life, kid?
No, just passing through.
Good on you. Make a little money, move on. Don't get killed out there, kid. Nothing on this moon for nobody. There's a lot of heartbreak.
There a story behind that?
It's pretty simple, kid. I sit at the bar, I drink, I mind my own business. That's it.
Okay. You said you've been around the whole moon. You must know a few things no one else does.
The only thing I got to teach is get the fuck off T1. Or whatever they're calling it this week. Anybody with half a brain could tell you that. Look, you want to buy the drinks, I'll do my bit to keep you entertained. Just don't ask me to dance.
Yeah. I'll buy yourself a drink.
I can't repay no kindnesses now. Alright, so, I reckon one of the most interesting places I've been is the Hot Pole. You know what that is?
Nope. But I can make a guess. The hottest place on Monarch is probably closest to Olympus.
Exactly. This moon ain't big enough to rotate. It's locked. One side always facing Olympus, the other always facing away. Olympus might not be a star, but it throws off assloads of heat. Monarch's hot pole is the part that's closest to the gas giant. It's in the middle of this big mountain plateau. Volcanoes so high the peaks are in space.
If there's no air, how do you survive?
O2 breathers. The heat from Olympus is worse, though. Close your eyes, you can see rays bursting through your eyeballs. Little streaks of light. The funny thing is, then in the middle there's just smooth rock. Circular-like. All the dust blown away. Pale gray with hair-fine cracks all over. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was lightheaded from the O2. But I felt like I had to take off the breather for a moment, put my ear to the ground.
It's hot enough to boil water and you put your ear against a rock?
I did get a burn on the lobe before I smartened up. Put a towel under me. It was at the edge of hearing. Deep down. Far off. Irregular. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. The sound of a bird pecking out of a shell.
What's it mean?
Hell if I know. When there's a groundquake now, I hold my breath. Because I don't know if it's Olympus squeezing us with gravity, or wings getting stretched.
Alright, well tell me about your heartbreak.
A great many things. I'll tell you what. You want to listen to an old man ramble? There might be a job in it for you. I used to run with a squad of mercenaries here. Good folk. A fella named Lamont introduced me. Thing is, I ain't seen them in an age. Stands to reason they got themselves ate.
Mercenaries? What they do?
Mostly we protect the folk from the beasts here. If it spat, scratched, or stung, we'd kill it for you. So long as you had the bits. We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox, and I've been thinking about seeing it found.
Okay, what if they're still alive?
I'll be glad for it, but I ain't stupid. This planet tends to get people killed. I just want some closure.
Okay. You want mementos? What, photographs or...?
Thereabouts.
Alright, well, one lockbox coming right up.
Appreciate it, kid. I'm marking outposts on your map. We spend a lot of time out there. Might be a good place to start. Here's a key for the door.
Cool. That's probably the place we just were previously, that we couldn't get into. Hey, vending machine. Well, we'll buy some more lockpicks. Why not? Ooh, what we got here? Recipe list. A handwritten list of recipes. One stands out from the rest. Rhapsodon brains. Clean and boil brains. Let dry, preferably under a spore tree. Season with sugar, AC, nutmeg, and paprika. Boil and filter a ladle of petrol blood. Soak brains overnight. Then cook for 10 to 15 minutes on a low fire. Alright. A little weird. Mine. Anything else we got in here? Yeah, it's mine as well. Cool. Upstairs? Just act like you're meant to be here.
Alright, hushing up.
Yep. Ooh. More things underneath there. Perfect. Let's do a little quick save here. Nice. This is mine. That's mine. That's mine. This is mine. Yep. Cool. Glad we did that. Ooh. Already taking what's in there. Cool. Time to leave. Next bit. Just a house with nothing in it. That's fine, don't steal from the outside of the house. They'll get mad. Yeah, we'll have that. Looks like Raptidons kind of get right in the middle here, doesn't it?
It ain't right. How many good folk we gonna lose to our missions?
That's just the way of it. We gotta earn our keep out here.
That don't mean we ought to be following her into the jaws of a mantiqueen.
You'd rather sit on your thumbs and starve?
No, all I'm saying is she gotta be more careful throwing away lives like that.
Okay. So some disagreement about Zora here. This way. Okay. Come on in, Vicar. You're not a vampire, you are allowed in. Right. And now I can take all of this stuff. That's fine. Right. Hello? Nope. Hello? Nope. Anything else in here? That's a no. Okay, upstairs.
A mantiqueen.
Yeah, we felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Van Oys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company.
Hologram.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
I'm told you're out of pamphlets. That is a shame.
Ah, yes. The first step to accepting the truths of philosophism is to open your heart to its wisdom. I've found the written word to be quite effective in helping people do that. But alas, the eternal truth hasn't been generous with the paper and ink. Now, why have you come?
I'm looking for ways to help the people here. Anything need doing?
A great many things, in fact.
We could always use a hand rounding up supplies.
Or... Now here's an idea. There's an old printing press I've been trying to get up and running.
Why?
I have always dreamed of subverting the colony's periodicals and turning the board's own propaganda against them. If I could get my message directly in the hands of Byzantium citizens, I'm sure they'd recognize the truth. Will you aid us in our cause?
Sure.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Wait, where is Huxley?
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
MSI supplies you?
One of our sympathizers. A woman named Carlotta periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup.
Okay, where are the supplies? Or where is the supplier?
She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
Okay, well, alright, I'll be right back.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
Okay. Graham?
Ah, hello. You're still alive.
I have some questions for you.
All right.
Tell me more about the Iconoclasts.
I heard about you. You're trying to change the colony, right? Transform the soul and character of Halcyon.
Right you are, my boy. Soon every man, woman, and child will experience their own spiritual awakening under my guidance. The Iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower, of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles.
Well, it would be dangerous to let anarchy run rampant.
This is not anarchy. Society requires structure, Captain. It is just that the board's structure is killing the colony. Ours will not.
Okay, I want to know more about your teachings.
Awakening is available to all whose minds are ready to accept it. What would you like to know?
I would like to know what you think Bakonu meant when he wrote, "Your work is to discover the truth, and then with all your heart give yourself to it."
Ah, how refreshing to have a scholar among us. Bakonu's text simply refers to our entire purpose, assisting the universe in realizing its own truth. Let it guide us as it will.
It refers to giving oneself over to the plan. It is not some paean to an invisible creator in the sky.
I'm gonna let them talk.
Were there a truth to the grand plan in the first place, I and Bakonu might agree. But what we see as divine purpose is just one facet of the universe figuring itself out. To quote, "As a child looking at the leg of an elephant, unable to view it whole, we mistake the tiny scope of our understanding as the unfathomably large purpose of the universe."
You're not completely full of shit, I'll give you that. Even if you do twist things beyond recognition to suit your own beliefs.
Let it go, Max. Mr. Bryant's got you beat.
Let's let them talk, Felix.
Were my teachings beyond recognition, I dare say I wouldn't have a small army of followers who understand and believe.
I owe you an apology. I expected you to be a complete idiot. I'd say you're actually more in the 25% idiocy range.
Likewise. Now, I'm sorry. What was it you were asking?
Honestly, I've forgotten. But I hear the word eternal thrown around a lot. What is it?
Ah, the eternal. We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos. Each of us plays a tiny role in the universe's continual journey toward understanding itself. You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Divinity is in us all, and the eternal is that divinity.
Ah, okay. So it's the Force. Got it. So even OSI, are their members similarly divine?
Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe contemplating its own existence.
Ability to believe? I think you mean inability to tell fantasy from truth, which rules out any knowledgeable scientician.
Let us be clear. Neither of us can lay claim to being knowledgeable on this topic. It is a matter of belief. It is not as if OSI has gone and proven anything. Regardless, what were you saying?
What do you mean by an awakening?
The point of no return. When your mind fully opens to the eternal truth. Every philosophist experiences it along the path to enlightenment. For many, it is the first brush with the cold of death, when they realize that all of their lives have boiled down into the single truth of that moment. Mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil we sought to combat. Now he runs MSI just like the overlords before him.
Well, so Sanjar betrayed you, you turned to religion, and now here we are.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. Another is that misfortune often brings opportunity. I found my path through the tragedies of my past.
Okay, do you believe in a creator?
Not in the sense of a single entity, fashioning the universe as a whittler fashions a flute. The universe came into being over time, organically, naturally, and without purpose. In that sense, I suppose you could say that In the interest of finding its purpose, the universe itself created all living things.
The universe doesn't need to find its purpose. It is a mathematically perfect equation that gives mankind purpose.
That we'd consider ourselves in any way capable of understanding the universe, much less an equation that drives it, is nothing but hubris.
Okay, never mind.
All right.
I've heard people mention an Amber Heights massacre. What happened?
I'm sorry. As long as it's been, I'd still rather not speak of it. That was a painful day for us all.
Well, sorry I asked.
It's fine. Perhaps someday I'll be strong enough to recall that tragedy, but today is not that day.
Alright, never mind.
Why have you come?
I'll be going now. I just noticed that the music, I think, changes dynamically in the conversations. I'm not 100% sure, but I could definitely hear bits in that conversation where the music kind of stops and then waits for him to start speaking. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong there. Although I'm also hearing the same tones now, so it could have just been lining up. Mine. All of that's mine. Just making sure that no one else can see me here. I might be spotted there. Okay. Well, I should be allowed to use this, so let's use it. Welcome to Graham Bryant's personal conglomeration of notes, theories, and findings regarding philosophism and how it informs our lives. I've organized into 3 categories: the Iconoclast, the Halcyon Colony, and the Universe. Halcyon Colony. The Board's lies. The Board vastly overestimates their authority and grasp on power. Without the Earth Directorate's military might to back them up, they might not be able to maintain their life-draining grip on the colony's throat. They spread lies and misinformation to confuse and oppress the masses. Perhaps that's one of the reasons they have not allowed any colony ships since the Hope's disappearance. They've had 70 years to condition their good little workers to follow their directives unquestionably. Their lies become more and more transparent as the years pass, and will soon be too obvious for even the most deluded colonists to see. The oppression must end. A man from Byzantium told us of an acquaintance who had been arrested for carrying philosophist texts, not teaching, not evangelizing, just carrying. They oppress any truth that threatens their corrupt structure. Is this what we want? Do we want to live in a society where we can be sent to Tartarus for our beliefs? No. Their workers' minds are poisoned. Their will shackled, their dreams hamstrung. This can stand no longer. We must tear this entire regime down. The dangers of a corporate society. I hope to someday publish a greater work in which I can more expansively lay out what is so clear to me, that our society's obsession with a corporate-run life has stifled and crippled humanity's ability to grow. Alas, for now I can only collect my scattered thoughts into this barely functional machine. In my younger and more vulnerable days, I bought myself into the attraction of a corporate ladder, a measured, quantifiable way in which to judge oneself against one's peers. It provided motivation, meaning. Yet my spirit longed for more than just a paycheck. It yearned to reach out and connect with my fellow man. It sought a connection. It sought kin. It sought a familial unit. The corporations claim that they are that familial unit, but they treat us like pets. We beg for scraps at the table, and if they are so kind as to drop one, we praise the ground they tread on, while they usher us into kennels called homes. We attach ourselves to contractually obligated familial units, strangers to whom we share no more connection than the employers seeking to empower themselves by our union. We bear children out of obligation to our executives who demand a constant workforce. We slave away in the vain hope that someday we too will be like those executives, until the day we die and are processed, burned and filed away as another tick on a human resources paperwork. We have built ourselves into a cold, unthinking, efficient machine, and in doing so have abandoned all the warmth humanity is capable of. I weep for us all. Sanjar and the betrayal of his truth. I often recall my former friend who once sought to dismantle the corporations, as I still do. When he took ownership of our corporation, I held him in such contempt. I called him a coward, a betrayer. He was becoming the very thing we hated. Now I'm not so sure. Recently, I've come to accept that his heart was more closed than mine. I cannot expect every man to be able to open himself to the eternal truth as I have. Some are just not capable. And so it is a tragic thing. Tragic that he is weaker than I'd hoped, and that he cannot fight for a cause. I can empathize with tragedy. Should the day come when the metal of our spirits clash against one another, that empathy will shield me from guilt. Like the board, he now stands across our path, arms crossed, stubbornly resistant to the eternal truth. Like the board, he spreads, nay celebrates, the poison that cripples our society. Like the board, his stubbornness will only blind him to his inevitable fall. Tragic. Okay, he's got some deep thoughts in there. Iconoclasts? Personal thoughts regarding Zora? For someone who is so committed to the iconoclast way, I fear that Zora is slipping off the true path. More and more often, I fear her attachment to the materialism of our oppressors sways her decisions, more than the search for the guiding truth that will save us. She often tells me that our people are hungry. I agree. Their spirits long for fulfillment, a much more powerful power than any pang of an empty gut. Yeah, Zora sounds like she cares for the people. Graham sounds like he cares for the cause. Teaching notes. Of all the things to motivate a person, I'm finding freedom has been the most powerful. Many of them still remember being slaves to the corporate structure, recalling those painful memories light their fire anew. A man from Fallbrook stopped on his way to Stellar Bay. After thumbing through our pamphlet, he asked me how we can survive without money. I found an appropriate metaphor in gas masks. When clearing a mantis swarm nest, we wear masks to ward off poisonous fumes. Even after the nest is cleared, the fumes may remain for some time. Thus, we wear the mask until we are safe to breathe. Until the very last dregs of our poisonous corporation society are gone, the attachment to bits will remain. Though their use is uncomfortable, and though they stifle our spirit just as the masks are ill-fitting and limit our vision, we must persist with them until we can cast them aside. Shifting priorities? That's an interesting one there. As our numbers grow, I find that more and more of our population turns to the written word of my pamphlets. I'm happy to continue making them, but I must find a more efficient way to print and distribute this reading material. I wonder if that old printing press might be convinced to run once more. Wouldn't that be something? To return to my duties as editor in a publication, only this time of my own control, and not stifled by the rules and regulations of style guides and grammar books. Nobody will tell me where to put a comma. I'll put them where they belong, as decreed by the eternal truth. That's a little bit of a weird one. Files on the universe? Influence drift. When I realized the truth of philosophism, I immediately wondered how I can be the first to recognize the poisonous spiral that has shaped our society. Then one day I was talking to, of all people, Huxley. She once lamented that she liked nothing more than a pet canid. I confess I know very little about animal behaviour, as I am much more concerned with the animal that is mankind, but I stressed that I didn't think such a thing was possible. She let it go, but some weeks later, Zora reported seeing the strangest thing, stories of a marauder with a canid follower. I don't know if it's been cited here or on Terra 2, but I immediately thought of Huxley and her reckless, wild imagination. I wondered if she had told other people, and if word had spread of the possibility until it wriggled its way into the mind of marauders somewhere. Ideas are insidious. Even if a marauder, mindless husk that it is, can be convinced of an idea, then there must be hope for the workers of this colony, poisoned as they are against the eternal truth. If we can shout so loudly that the truth inches its way into the collective consciousness, I am confident it will spread to the rest of the cosmos. And the suppression of the truth? It is very difficult to face the eternal truth, that everything happens for a reason, that life and everything in it is the will of the cosmic consciousness can be a terrifying one. There is an urge amongst us all to control the parameters of one's life. The urge is so powerful that it suppresses the eternal truth simply by existing. Mankind does not shed the weight of its own shackles, and so I find that spreading philosophism is unnecessarily difficult. But the universe cannot suppress it forever. Biology changes, creatures adapt and evolve. We overcome our urges for the better of our species. Someday, our minds will be born more open to this to this idea. Until then, I must not abandon hope. Alright, well, he's got some thoughts. Some of them I can go with, some of them not so much. But I think it is time for us to leave this building. And next time, we're going to speak to Zora, who should be over there, who's probably going to be a little bit more practical. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.